Hi! Um, on my Space Tape profile, I talk about having a hard time being authentic. And I say that because I often just shut down my personality, just like, nope, no personality for you or for me. However you want to word that. The more I am myself, the worse I am. Because when talking to people, when I get excited, I always feel like I go too far. I don't know, it's like an adrenaline rush when I feel like I finally have a friend and then I do something that's like, oop, I really want to work on being me and creating a space on my YouTube where I can be me, because that's why I wanted to make a YouTube. I'm gonna keep saying that and what? Anyways, I want to sit here and talk about film, movies, stuff like that, because I like that kind of stuff. I don't know which video I'm gonna post first. I assume the other one, but if not, one of my favorite films is Searching, and I thought about my love for the film Searching because I recently put Weak Hero as one of my favorite TV shows, which is new. I have never put a new show for my favorite TV shows. My favorite TV shows currently, like confidently, are My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds is on there because I know I'm gonna get it's a simple formula. I like the show. I like season 1 a lot. After season 1, it's like it definitely starts to lose me and kind of gravitate towards a different audience. Oh, I still watched it. I think I finished it, or got close to finishing like all of Criminal Minds. I just like watching it, or at least I did. It was one of the first big shows I binge watched. Haven't really binge watched a show that big. I tried to watch Grey's Anatomy, didn't care about that. I'm a Criminal Minds person, don't know what to say, but I don't know if I'm feeling it anymore. It's just like, I really like season 1. Watching the rest of the show just kind of seems pointless because I have seen it all. After seeing all of those seasons, I felt that I liked season 1 better, and I rewatched season 1 and I was like, yeah, I like season 1 better. So what's the point in continuing to watch it? I know I'm not gonna like the rest of the seasons as much as season 1. That's how I feel. I'll go back to it maybe. And My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic is there because it's an amazing show. It was cute. I liked watching it as a kid. I just clicked on it. Ponies, pink, beautiful colors. Like, it's so cute. It's so me. But then the character lot wedding happened. That 2-part episode. And My Little Pony was never the same. It was never the same. It went from like, cheesy little show with cute ponies. I don't know, like, people that like My Little Pony love My Little Pony, okay? It's not like oh yeah, no, you like it. I haven't met someone that's been nonchalant about My Little Pony, and I love that. And not to mention, I found out I didn't finish the series. I got pretty far when I was a kid, and then I learned it gets canonically queer. Like, I'm not mistaken, right? That's insane. Not in a bad way. I'm just like, I didn't know how to process that. Like, what do you mean this show that I already love just keeps getting better? Like, that's peak. That's so amazing. Not to mention Equestria Girls. I thought about Equestria Girls recently because I watched K-pop Demon Hunters, and towards the end I was like, it's giving Equestria Girls, and the scene kept playing out and I was like, this is bar for bar Equestria Girls. Another connection I made recently was thinking about where I left off was I don't know, the purple person with the weird cutie mark issue, whatever, and she trapped the whole town, and I realized, oh my gosh, that's WandaVision. Don't do that. It's like, this is very, very niche, I feel like. It's like AG11 Studios, I think is what it's called. She made a series, American Girl doll series. Someone brought up, like, why is your series so much like The Thinning? And she was like, well, my series came first. So better question is, why is The Thinning so much like the series? And I'm kind of like, actually, yeah, The Thinning was very similar, and that made me mad. Like, don't do that. Don't make the same thing. Don't do that. No. So yeah, I hate it when things that I like are seen elsewhere and they're not good. They're not even good. They didn't even do it better. You did it subpar. And now I'm mad. How are you gonna do the same plot and do it worse? Riddle me that. Okay. Anyways, talk about Weak Hero first because I started rewatching it. Because the first time I watched it, I fell in love. I thought it felt like there was a lot of care and love that went into making the series or the episodes, and I felt like there were a lot of details, but I couldn't really tell you what specific details I was seeing because I was watching it the first time. I'm just kind of like, oh wow, this is so cool. Second time, I am starting to notice all the details that I felt were there but couldn't vocalize, so I'm seeing them now. And one of those things being kind of like, finishing season 1, I was thinking, like, oh, am I wrong here? It feels kind of queer. And I couldn't really tell you why I felt that way, so I didn't go into it, but then I saw other people kind of being like, on Pinterest. Pinterest is the closest I'll ever get to a fandom. That is the closest proximity I've ever gotten to a fandom. People were kind of like, it's kind of like, I'll see something there too, right? But watching it back for the second time, I'm like, nope. I wasn't making it up. I definitely wasn't paying attention to the details, but once they locked eyes in that classroom, Suho was locked in. He locked in so hard. He said, yes, sir. And I love that. That's so cute. But just the fact that I didn't notice it the first time is so wild. Like, even the bus stop, and he's like, were we married in a past life? LOL. And then when he leaves, it's a quick detail that I would have missed the first 100%. He leaves, and then waves and just throws up a heart, and then dips. Drives off down the street. Oh, that was so funny. That's so funny to me. Now, I could totally understand why Young-suk, that's his name? Oh, I don't remember. It takes me a long time to adjust to people's names, and it's even harder because I'm not very familiar with Korea or Korean names. And the reason why it's bad, actually I'm surprised I know the characters' names, because I remember Heartstopper. I was watching Heartstopper, I went to go talk about it, and I was like, oh, the main character. I watched 4 seasons of Heartstopper. What was it, 4 seasons? I don't know. I watched more than 1 season, for sure, I think. And I was like, whoa. I don't know the main character's name. Oh, Charlie. I had to think about that real hard. So I'm not good with basic English. Like I said, I'm surprised I knew those. I know 3 names of that show. The 3 main characters. But that's a lot considering I usually don't know the names. Unless it's My Little Pony. I'm a lot better with that. No, not really. Let me not say that. That's not true. Anyway, I'm so bad with names. Okay. Cool. Weak Hero. I love it. Having a great time. The amount of detail is beautiful. I thought about reading the webtoon, but I didn't think I was gonna like it. Not because I thought it would be bad, but because what I like about Weak Hero is the adaptation portion of fight choreography. I need someone else to kick about the fight choreography. Honestly, I need to see more Weak Hero on my feeds. I'm sick and tired of being interested in stuff and not getting it on my feed. And I can't search for it because the algorithm sucks booty butt. Whoop. Whoopsie. But the fight choreography, like watching it again, like when I watched it the first time I was like, oh, it was such good fight choreography, but watching it again, like the scene, shoot, like what scene was that? I don't remember, but it's basically when Suho jumps onto the guy's back and then does a kick, like that's... That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I mean, Suho's character always has great fight choreography scene. But that was beautiful. Oh my gosh. And I do kind of like wonder how much of this acting they did, because I'm thinking about it too. As much as I like it, I feel like especially playing Shun. That's his name, right? That's crazy. Anyways, I feel like that'd be a crazy character to play. He played that really well, and I hope he's okay mentally. But he ate, like, he did a great job. That was beautiful. I could tell, definitely, the eyes were like a huge thing in the webtoon, because I kept bringing it up. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely straight from the webtoon, but he did a good job. The adaptation is beautiful. With not having read the webtoon, but still, like, it's not dog shit. Anyways, yeah. I am surprised Omniscient Reader is becoming a movie. I didn't think they'd take a movie route. I'm curious how many details they're going to include what I'm assuming to be the first movie. Instant Reader is really good. I'm actually going to start rereading it at some point. My friend recommended it to me, and thank you. Because I started reading it, I was hooked. I love it. That's a great webtoon. Yeah, that's really good. I haven't read the novel, will admit that. Yeah, I tried reading the webtoon for Weak Hero, and I was just like, yeah, what I realized like how much I like is the film adaptation portion. Because the fight choreography, for example, I'm not gonna see that in the webtoon because it's drawn, number one, and my appreciation comes from humans having the physical capabilities to pull that off. Some things I do like to read. I feel bad not reading the source material, but that's enough of that. Let me get into searching, okay? Real quick, let me geek about searching the movie, 2018, I believe. I clicked on it randomly. It was in the top movies, and so I was watching it, and I wasn't expecting what I saw at all. I went from expecting murder mystery to getting the coolest film I've ever seen. And I think about this like when people, I feel like I said this already. If I did, I'll just cut it out. People talk about interesting films. I definitely said this already. They mentioned the same kind of sort of films that did the cool thing. I'm not saying they're not cool, but again, like, why is it searching in there? Like, am I crazy? I feel like that's the coolest movie ever. Well, not coolest movie ever, but like, it's a really cool movie, okay? And I think right off the bat, like the first 10 to 20 minutes, I don't remember. It was really early into the movie or film, right? It would get weird if you say movie versus film. Anyways, they told a story using the Apple calendar. Like, what? They had me tearing up over an Apple calendar. Have you cried over an Apple calendar? I don't know. I hadn't, and that was crazy. And what they did, it's not a spoiler, like I said, it's the first 10 minutes, okay? They have the appointment for the mom comes home, and they'll postpone it, move it back, and eventually they just straight up delete it. And I'm like, damn! I don't know, it's like something so simple as just moving a calendar event back and deleting it. It's such an emotional impact on me. I think it's so cool how they did that. Like, you just made me cry over a calendar. No acting, just a calendar. And the whole movie is filmed through cameras. Whether it be, like, a lot of it's just like on the FaceTime. Like, dude just has his FaceTime open and you're watching that. That's cool. Eventually they branch out into like security, like news cameras. For the most part, you're sitting here viewing this from his Mac. Like, the story is told from Bro's Mac, pretty much. That's crazy! Why haven't I heard more people talking about it? Like, that's cool, right? And then the movie just straight up manipulated me. Like, I feel like I felt disrespected by media before. I won't say I felt disrespected by searching, but they were definitely manipulating the shit out of me. Like, what? Not too much. Because they would leave little details. I would think I was so smart for picking up on them. And then by the time I was like, oh, I think it's this person, they know, at least to me, it felt like they would know when you would feel confident about who it was and then reveal that's not them. And towards the end, they start just throwing so many details and you're trying to pinpoint it and you keep getting it wrong. At that point, I'm like, oh, I give up. And the moment I gave up, they revealed who it was. And I was like, stop. Like, that was a crazy ride. They literally was just like, oh, we know what you're thinking. We did that. Yeah, we kind of baited you into thinking that. And we're gonna ruin your confidence. And when you feel like you're stupid and can't guess anymore, we're gonna reveal to you a crazy plot twist that you weren't even expecting. You weren't even thinking about this, were you? And I was like, no, I wasn't. I wasn't even thinking that. Like, they were throwing so much at me. I didn't even consider that. And I would rewatch it. I don't think so. I think the searching experience comes from watching it the first time. Because once you know the ending, it's kind of like, I'm gonna start looking for details now. The initial watch is just to get the vibe, and the more I watch it, I'm gonna start looking for more details. And that's not what I like about this show or the movie, right? I liked how I perceived details, and really they were just baiting me into the wrong answer. Like the level of understanding of psychology is probably not that crazy, but still enough to where it shocked me. Like, I never had a movie do that to me before. Another movie or show that disrespected me. Actually, let's talk about it. Freaking Banana Fish, okay? I didn't even know what it was. I was getting into anime, and I clicked on the anime Prime Video, and that came up, just like recommended to me. And I was like, oh, what is this? I started watching it, and I was like, oh, this is too much for me right now. That's crazy. This is a lot. This is dramatic. I'm gonna come back to this when I'm older. So I come back when I'm older, watching it. Still don't know what I'm getting into, really. And yeah, the ending, it's like, I wasn't feeling great because the show isn't great. It's not a fun watch. It's pretty hard to watch. But after getting to the end, I kind of be like, this is so like draining, like for my soul. And then the plot twist happens, and you're just sitting there kind of like, I'm gonna go eat. Like, that drunk had me in a depressive episode for, I don't know. I think it sent me in a depressive episode. Cause what was that? What was that? It felt like my whole, it felt like my, it felt like my entire lineage was disrespected. I don't know, it just felt like the biggest fuck you ever. I was over here just like, I wasn't even like sad. I couldn't be sad. I was too stunned to speak. And he was just like dancing on my like little grave, like just Fortnite dancing on me, like, idiot, look at this bitch ass. Damn! What did I do? What did I do to you, bro? That was crazy. Like, I just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yeah. Another movie that kind of got me was watching, I'm thinking of Ending Things. That was a good movie. I liked it. Interesting. I want to see it again and pick up on more things. But definitely watching that movie as someone who's mentally ill, I had to sit here and not like pretend I wasn't impacted by the movie, because I didn't want my mom to be like, you're watching a movie, it's making you depressed, don't watch it, I don't know why you do that. And I'm like, you don't understand. Sometimes you need to feel depressed sometimes, you know, just feeling a little hopeless, but not even hopeless, just like empty, hollow. And for that to be from a piece of media, like, come on, you don't understand. Mom, you don't understand me. I was watching that, and after watching it, I was over watching it like at my lunch break or whatever, like when I was at school, and I finished it. I think I finished it like right before class. So I was sitting here like, damn. Okay, I gotta go to class now. I just so can't even think. Just that was crazy. It was just so like, that's so me for real. Honestly, I felt the same way watching Weak Hero as well. Like, just this painful pain. And I like that because it's from a place of like understanding. With the details and the way the actors acted, like, their actions made sense to me. Of course, there's source material, but it's just, it made sense. Like, yes, this is how you would react, and your acting is nice. I like the acting. Also, kind of like relating to, especially if I'm thinking of Ending Things, as someone who daydreams a lot. And even then, it's like with daydreaming, I hear a lot of people talk about that as daydreaming. We always said that really, really fast. I apologize. I just talk really fast when I'm excited too. Oh, it's a wrap. You can't understand me. Don't even try. Unless you're my friend who somehow was able to comprehend the words I'm saying, and I'm like, I can't even hear myself right now. But the fact that you're with me is kind of crazy. You're my friend. I'm keeping you. You're not going anywhere. You're gonna be my friend for a long time. Because I never met anyone like that. Like 100%. You're cool. I like you. People talk about daydreaming. Sorry, I forgot what I was talking about. And they'll talk about like imagining themselves in a fantasy. And I always find that interesting because I daydream a lot. Like I daydream a lot, and it's a lot, but I'm never in it like directly. And I find that so interesting, like how many people daydream about themselves. I don't want to be in my daydream. Like, is it a fantasy if I'm in it? Type shift. Ladies! Oh my god, I don't have locks anymore. But it's cool, like I'm not complaining. Look at this hair. This is so cute. I'm happy. Anyways, overcompensating. Okay, on Prime Video, it said it was the top 10 or like trending at the time, right? But overcompensating, I thought I would hear a lot of conversation on it. Or maybe I just saw it too late and I missed the conversation. Because I saw it briefly, there was like a clip from it that was funny. What is wrong with my feed? You know how long it took me to get dancers on my feed? And even then, I still rarely get dancers on my feed. Like, dance is my life. What is wrong with you? It's easier to get off of TikTok if I hate what I'm seeing. Another movie I watched recently that I liked was Dogman. I really liked Dogman. That was a lot of fun. I had to take a break from it, not because it was too much, but I knew it was going to decline and kind of mellow out, and I thought it was going to get sad because so many kids movies, like especially ones I grew up watching, I would sit here and watch them. I was going to have like this insanely sad scene, and I'd be in there like about to cry, and that would make me mad. Why am I about to freaking cry right now? Like, I'm here to have a good time and now you make me cry. I'm mad. Don't do that. But Dogman didn't do that. And it's so me for real. Like, this is kind of like, Dogman is so depressing. Dogman is so depressing. It's funny, but it's so depressing. I feel like that's so me for real. I say that so much. I just relate to a lot of stuff, obviously, because I watch. Anyways, it's kind of like, this is kind of sad, but gooba gaba, you know what I mean? I'm kind of depressed. Yeah, the one person I was able to connect with my entire life just died. I can never see them again, and the one item that I have to remember them, I had to throw away. Like, that was already sad. Dogman losing his partner, like this is best friend, and then the wife just like, it's just a hard life. And then there's this little Petey, and you finally got to connect with little Petey, and then it's just snatched from him. Like, I finally got to connect with someone who I thought was like me, and they got taken away from me, and now I'm alone again. Like, what? That's so sad. And then, like, don't even get started on Petey, bro. Like, what? I was let down by authority so often. I just come to believe that authority can never do right by me, and I hate myself, and I see no point in ever trying to pursue being the change I want to see in the world. I just believe that the world is awful because they'll never get me right, so why do they do me right? What? Anyways, that's so sad. Like, that's so sad. But Gooba Gaba, I love that. That was a great way to end. But Young Gravy coming on jump scared me. I haven't heard Young Gravy since Musically. And when he just showed up, I was like, Young Gravy? Is that Young Gravy? Looked it up. It was Young Gravy. But I love Dogman. That was fun. And the jokes were top tier. I had a great time listening to the jokes. Those are I've never seen so many jokes thrown out that landed. I don't think there was a single joke they said that didn't land for me. I liked them all. They were funny. They were so funny. That's my type of humor. It was so funny, I didn't even have to laugh. You know what I mean? It's just like, that was good. That was, like, out of respect, that was good. That was so funny, I respect it, and that was good. Okay, I'm not really making any sense. I don't really talk about anything of substance. I'm just, like, going off about stuff I like, film, TV-wise. And not really. I can't really... It's like something I said in my other video about building friendships. I feel like my interests are so weak. Because even the stuff I do like, I'm like, yeah, I like it. It's cool. That's okay. Honestly, nothing. Never mind. Actually, let me talk about one last piece of media that, can you tell? One day I was on YouTube and somehow stumbled upon Albert stuff. Let me tell you, that was the funniest Those were the funniest videos I had ever seen in my entire life, okay? I don't think you'll understand. I had never laughed like that from watching something. Like, I've giggled and something was funny, oh, I would laugh, but that kind of laughter, I couldn't breathe. I was real wheezing. And maybe I was overreacting, but I was just like, dang, this is actually funny. And watching Flamingo, that's a weird man. It's the way he's like also simultaneously so normal. I won't forget the beans, okay? I won't forget the beans. I'll make that very clear. Clicking on a Flamingo video and seeing him regurgitate beans, not really, but like that was the image. Like, what was that? You can just do that. Like, you can just do that and people will sit here and be like, yo, that's crazy. Anyways, oh my god, he's so weird. That's enough of that. Okay. Beans. That's that. And anyways, that's that. And with that, I'm gonna remind you to go outside. Take care. Peace out. Peace. Oh, my makeup is so like, why is it so textured?